Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to go over a deck real quick that I think I'll probably be using today, later tonight anyhow. There's this deck that I've been doing extremely obnoxiously well on, with using. So this is the deck that I've been using, and it's just so, I want to say it's just consistently being able to put pressure on the field and take care of anything you need to. So before anything, you've obviously got Hatronade, which is pretty much, in this instance, it's what you need to be able to get around anything like Econ or any set. So we're talking about anything from Dimension Trap. I can't remember the name, the actual second name of it. Basically 800 from each of your monsters that are in attack position per monster that you control. So it's really annoying. So that's kind of like one of the biggest issues that a lot of the decks come across with stall. Also gets rid of anything like any install. Most of them run just traps that have life recovery, so that's kind of a big deal. And then you've got the Chalice. This thing is seeing a lot more play just because of the Sylvan deck, because of having Magical Merchant as well as the Komashumuru, I'm sorry. Those two cards alone warrant this because of the degenerate pluses that you get off of it. They can mill so many cards depending on how many spells and traps, and I don't know if you saw in the last time that I was running the deck, I was running it on Tuesday, and it was obnoxious. I off of one single merchant mill, I was able to mill 6, meaning all my martial leafs, which all monster destruction and face up or face down, and then you also have the Komashumurus, which is spell and trap destruction, and that was just off of a merchant. So it's very strong, and it's kind of warranting this Chalice. The Chalice also warrants, within this deck alone, the combo is you get him to declare an attack directly, and then during damage step you activate this because it won't negate the attack after it's gone into damage step. So you're talking about 3,400 damage in one attack without really having to do anything. And then if for some reason you don't kill him with that attack, say you don't go ahead and use your Chalice, but you have a mask change in hand, all you have to do is target him and bring out another one of him and attack directly, and then use Chalice if you have in your hand, or they take 1,400 anyway, so along with whatever else you have on field. And it makes it really nutty because you can put Mally out and then banish him to get another one out if you have another mask change, because of the fact that you search out another one with Anki. So it's like, or Anki, however you would like to pronounce it. But and then Dangerous is already good because then you can boost them up. When he declares an attack, you can go ahead and boost him up if you already have him out. Right now, I'm running the Fusion Substitute just simply because it's really solid with being able to put back the Anki or the Anki and continue to go in. And I've warranted this. I know that you're kind of thinking like, okay, well, why don't you just run the third one? Well, right now, I've actually come across more instances where I'm playing against the mirror match, and it baits out any of the Chalices that I don't want them to have to be able to do obnoxious amounts of damage towards me with Anki, even though it doesn't get his attack off. And on top of that, he's still 2,800. That's before we go ahead and we do anything with Chalice. So if he gets Chalice, 2,900. And then I've also got a mask change play if I really need it with him, because he alone as well is dark. And getting him out, 3 hero monsters isn't that difficult, especially with Mally, being able to grab back with the Cider, and then You've got Celestial, which gives you back the hand advantage that you need, and then you've got Drill Dark, which puts them onto the field, and Vision Hero Vion that dumps them. So you've got, between Vion dumping them and searching also for the polymerization, and then being able to dump it, banish Mally, bring out Mally, have 2 targets already. Like that's pretty much, it's not hard to get those 3 at all. So again, this deck, I am right now 17-1. Holy cow, it has been putting so much pressure. I don't think we really realize how good this deck is. So this is definitely one of those decks that's really pushing that tier 0 right now. So this is just one of the decks that I'm probably going to be using tonight, if not the deck. And then if not, I may be going in and using Paleozoic Witch Hunter, which is actually very good as well, especially since this is a Book of Moon. Between that, that's pretty much what I wanted to just show you guys tonight, give you a little bit of a sneak of what I'm going to be running. So, and then I also, before I go ahead and end, I'm going to just go ahead and explain what cards I'm not wanting to run. You've got draw, discard 1, draw 2. I don't always, I mean, it does work out with the melee play. That's the obvious play. Anybody that's played TCG already recognized Teledad and Return Dad, and understanding that this card is obnoxiously good and important. However, at 1, it's not consistent enough, and I'm already getting everything I need really to the grave with Mass Change and Vion. Vion alone just dumps it, and then I can go from there. It's just not really as necessary. There isn't room almost. I'm kind of just on the edge. I'm more leaning towards this just because it's a solid 20 cards, and right now, if you look at my monster count versus spell count, it's kind of spell heavy, which is okay to a degree. I'd rather draw more spells than monsters. However, I don't mind opening Drill Dark with Decider, or Drill Dark with 1 Mally and 1 Mass Change, or 1 Drill Dark, and then being able to bring out Celestial and then be able to destroy face-ups, which is obviously the only thing I need to really worry about when I have like Hey Trunade. Only thing I really worry about with this deck is Spirit Karibo, which I may even switch into and add 1 just because of the mirror matches that I'm seeing, because that's really what I'm worried about at this point. So, but yeah, so I wanted to say there were 1 or 2 other cards. Another reason also why I'm not running that 3rd one is because I don't have it yet. It's kind of I think that kind of justifies it as of right now. But Trinity honestly did put in a lot of work. I can't disagree. I think I cleared I want to say two times I cleared the field just alone, and it was an option that I actually needed to go into at the time. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why. And again, I feel like it's good because it's something that I can search out, and then it also nets me the 1-for-1 with just using its effect in the grave, which essentially is the +1 to put back anything that I need between the two. So it basically helps out with the extra deck being too full and being limited at 5. So yeah, go ahead and comment below if you guys have any questions, suggestions, thoughts, reason why my warranting isn't, because I love hearing about other reasoning. My goal is not necessarily to say that this build is essentially the best out of all, and because it's not. There are different playstyles and different deck builds. By all means, understand that. Played Yu-Gi-Oh in real life for over 7 years, off and on. I can't say it's amazing, but I've topped 32 3 regionals. I topped 48 a YCS. I'm sorry, 48. Wow, I wish. No, I topped 64 to a YCS Dallas back in 2000. 2016 with Fire Kings when it was dominantly, what was that? That was Burning Abyss during the time, and along with, yeah, Burning Abyss was almost at full power. So anyway, can't say that I've had as much experience as some of the other people. However, I do know how to be creative and also what decks can be unique. I may again switch this up because I have some ideas for what may be useful. Like I may even run Econ just because of that, being able to steal their Anki or their Dangerous is kind of obnoxious. So anyhow, again, just give me a shout out, thoughts, comments, PM me, even anything. Just give me a shout. And thanks for watching.